clock that wouldn't tick for me. It feels so right, but it ain't meant to be. So just don't say anything at all. You make it, you break it, even when you fake it. Oh, you're on my mind, I'm in your shadow, waiting patiently for a pair of big hands to pull you next to me. It's hard to find something that gets me filled up and empty at the same time.
Hello, my name is Joey FALCUS, local homosexual and button-up shirt enthusiast. What you're about to see is a lie. I'm sitting on a documentary setup, and yet everything I'm saying is completely scripted. I've said in the past that I'm conceptualizing this film as I go along, but I had the ending planned out before anything else. And most importantly, this speaker was not playing that song. As I was saying, this is a lie. Granted, so is all art. As I have often been quoted saying, art is a lie that helps us realize truth. That was a lie too. Picasso said that, and I've never said it before. But let's really think about that. Art is a lie that helps us realize truth. I don't usually express myself in the realm of abstract film. I don't think most people do. Every part of this film, every performance, every line is going to be a lie. But there's truth instilled in it. I'm lying to you, and because of that, you might truly see what I'm trying to tell you. Here's something that's not a lie. If you say something that's vague and smart sounding enough, the audience will either derive some meaning from it, or assume that this movie is simply too intelligent for them. And that's the honest to God truth. Enjoy.
Now I feel made up, I'm a parody. You wake me up. told me I'm too right here, but it's after dark. 32 degrees in a parking lot for you, but I can feel it getting warmer.
This actually wasn't my first idea for a 20% project. Back in sophomore year, I had this idea for a play that I wrote with my friend Lily, who was a grade above me. We were gonna put this play on last year, but just as rock cannot beat scissors, a little comedy play about a sitcom cannot beat a global pandemic. Who would have thunk it? The play was called Live Studio Audience. It was about a small production team who was asked to broadcast their sitcom, appropriately titled What Could Go Wrong. There were elements of love and slapstick comedy that were mildly expertly woven into one-sided plot, and I was pretty proud of it. I'd like to read you an excerpt of it now. After the wedding, Jess took another crack at his spiritual journey. Crystal, hoping to sell him more pens, followed him. They both learned absolutely nothing. And that's the thing, really. Sometimes there's nothing, sometimes there's no meaning to be derived from it. I could talk about Live Studio Audience and turn it into some metaphor that represents my shattered dreams, my grief for what COVID took from me, but at the end of the day, that wouldn't be authentic. They learn nothing. Sometimes trying to search for deeper meaning in everything just makes you appreciate the actual substance of what's going on a lot less. Not every detail I drop in this film will be a clue. It's like English class, you know? In English class, everything means everything. Like for example, like the curtains are blue, and the character's shirt and short sleeves represents one training summer they had way back in 1982. It's exhausting. Thinking like that can give you a real complex. Because you start to see it in everything, right? You see the symbolism in it all. Your life is a book. Your personality a construct of words on pages. Every single action preconceived and turned by a struggling English major. It's a terrible way to live. It makes you feel like you're laying down the reader of every poor choice you make, with every decision that doesn't fit in your character's notes or hero's journey. I've actually weighed real decisions of audience appeal before. How wild is that? These confessionals are great. It's nice to have someone to talk to. I can't remember why I chose to do this project. I think it was because I really enjoyed Inside by Bo Burnham, and I wanted to see if I could do something like that, and ever since then, it's felt very, very unoriginal. It it hasn't felt right. I think my biggest fear with this is that I came up with this when I wasn't in a good place, and I'm worried that by doing this, that I could end up back in that place. I'm worried this could all be for nothing.
That wouldn't tick for me. It feels so right, but Bye.